What up, guys and gals? Shay here. Gonna talk about some Vikings. So yeah, just want to do a final thoughts video, just for the hell of it. Why not? It's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. It's a TV show. I don't think you should just. If you're gonna make reactions, you might as well share some thoughts. I don't know, but I'm going to either way. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you basically my opinion of the first season and maybe tell you about some favorite characters and favorite moments, and then just kind of give some predictions of season 2 or whatever. Nothing crazy, it's your standard whatever. So yeah, the show is good. I love it. Right off the bat, starts off pretty crazy with that fight scene. I still don't know if they're gonna address what that was, or if that's gonna come up later in the show, because it was there was people dying, and it looked like they were going to Valhalla or something, like their spirits were leaving their body, and that was the very first scene of the show, and Ragnar and Rollo were there, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it never explained what that was. If I'm wrong, and we actually know what that is, comment down below and let me know, because I space out a lot. It's possible I missed it, but yeah, so that still might come up, that scene. I don't know what that was, but immediately interesting. You're like, all right, this is kind of cool. And then it kind of just, Ragnar's obviously the main character, and the show seems to be about him. And it's really about, it's about Vikings, and Ragnar's the leader guy. He's the one who wants to sail west. He's the one who is has all the motivation to go west. It's all up to him, because he's the only one who cares or wants to put the faith into going west. So him and Floki team up and make a boat, and then they eventually go west, and the Jarl does nothing because he doesn't think they're gonna find shit, and they end up finding a ton of shit and all kinds of stuff. A priest. They go and just murder a bunch of priests. Oh, yeah, they find all kinds of shit. And I kind of I'm reviewing the show. I'm not trying to. Yeah, I don't know. The whole show is basically just the whole first season, I feel is getting Ragnar. See, I don't know. It's interesting, because I want to say it's about Ragnar, but then it's kind of about Vikings, and I don't know really what we're watching. We're watching Ragnar's rise through the ranks, and his brother's getting jealous, and so funny. Yeah, so whatever. I'm not gonna do a freaking review, because I keep trying to explain my opinions of the show, but I end up just am explaining how the show goes, what's happening in the show, doing a breakdown. So I'm not trying to do that. I love Ragnar. Ragnar's my favorite character. He is the king of sarcastic facial expressions. He's the best. He does the most hilarious facial expressions I've ever seen. These little half-ass smiles and this yeah, he's the best. Yeah, as far as the season goes, I mean, I had a lot of epic moments. Each time they go in, and when they were the show first started, and they were going to England for the first time, and they went to that church and just killed everyone in there and took Athelstan. I mean, that shit's crazy. When I first saw that, I was like, are they really about to just go kill all these fucking people? And then I was like, of course. I mean, they are Vikings. Duh. I should have. I don't know why I was so surprised, but I don't know. It just surprised me. So that one, and then the second one, episode 4, the one I put into 2 parts. Those traveling to England and just dominating. Those scenes were just crazy. Those were some epic scenes. Those were some of my favorite scenes. Episode 4. I think episode 4 is my favorite episode of the whole season, just because of, I don't know, there's just so much that happened. Freaking Lagathera almost got raped by Halstead's brother, and I don't remember his name, but she fucked him up, and that scene was crazy. And then they were just killing all kinds of people, and then there was a church scene, and Ragnar was like, you know, fucking outsmarting them, and I don't know, it was just crazy. So that was my favorite episode, I think, of the whole season. And then the other epic moments would just be like, I don't know, Ragnar becoming Jarl's obviously an epic moment. That was like, okay, what the fuck? What's going on? And so he takes over, which has got my wish. Got the wish I wanted. And so that was cool. Loved that. Yeah, I don't know. Almost every scene with Ragnar's epic. Oh yeah, the freaking finale. Ragnar cheating. That was an epic moment just because it's... I guess epic's not the good right word. I don't know. It was a crazy moment. Ragnar wants some sons big time. He's going willing to go all the way to cheat and sleep with another woman to get some sons. I hope that's the reason. Because if it's not the reason, then he's just straight up cheating. He's just straight up whatever. So yeah. That whole, I don't know, that episode was, I didn't like his daughter dying. That was not cool. I honestly thought they could have gone without doing that. I just thought it was a little depressing, but whatever. We'll see what it leads to and what happens because of it. So many people died in that last episode. So last episode was obviously just the whole thing was pretty crazy. Athelstan tripping on shrooms. To me, that was an epic moment. It's one of my favorite scenes of the whole first season was Athelstan tripping on shrooms. It was pretty fantastic. I'm doing this all at the top of my head, guys. Like, forgive me if this is boring, but I'm just literally just sitting here trying to spew off what I think about season 1. It's hard because I'll start to like break down the show, and then I'll like, I don't know, I'm going all over the place. So bear with me. Here we go. Top 5 favorite characters: Ragnar, Floki. It's fucking, I don't know why, I don't know how, but Floki got to number 2. Lagathera, Athelstan, and then I don't know. Who's fucking 5? Who is 5? I don't know, One Eye, fuck it. I couldn't think of anyone. One Eye is 5. That's my top 5 favorite characters. So yeah, I don't know. All in all, it was a great season. They pillaged a lot, raped a lot. Most importantly, they sailed west and achieved Ragnar's goals. And he became Jarl. And there's issues with Rollo. Rollo wants to take over. He wants to be in power. Him and Jarl Borg are gonna like team up. And then Ragnar and then can't remember the other guy's name, but Ragnar and his guy are obviously gonna fight Rollo and his dude. So that's what's gonna be probably what season 2 is mainly about. I'm not sure though. Could be anything. So that's kind of where we're at now. I mean, Ragnar. Last we saw, I mean, he impregnated some chick, and I mean, they're all just. It's kind of like it could go anywhere. Like I have no clue how season 2 could possibly start. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know where to begin to start guessing. So I'm not gonna try. I just really look forward to it. Yeah. Anything I'm missing? Ask me questions, guys. Like, I don't know exactly everything to say, but if anyone is curious of anything about season 1, what I think of it, post your questions below, and I'll answer them in like the beginning of next video or just a separate video, or I'll just reply to your comment. But the point is, I will like, give you an answer because I just want to know. I don't know what to say because I could go on forever just talking about like just random shit. But I want it to be entertaining. So if you have any questions of what I think about season 1, let me know and I'll answer them. Promise. All right, guys. That was pretty much my final thoughts video. Tried to make it short because I didn't really want to do it too long. I just wanted to, just get my little final thoughts out there and get started on season 2. So I'm going to do my best to get season 2, episode 1 out on Monday. So, yeah. Look forward to season 2, Monday. It's happening. If I say it's going to happen, then I have to hold myself accountable. So it's going to happen. Season 2, Monday. Thanks everyone. Love you guys. See you soon.